Oh my god, it's not turning. It's literally not turning. You could see the wheel and nothing was happening. It was going, nope. Yeah, no, Chris. That was a bit more than the steering misbehaviour. That was a steering felony. That's what that was. At least it's not like Euro Truck with the game where the engine just keeps stopping. Why is my driving position so low? Because, Dre, it's a double-decker bus. So you have to sit down there. You are pretty low. In the US, most restaurants I've been to give you mint jelly instead of mint sauce. Ooh. Oh no, I've got to have my mint sauce. You know, as low as a car. Oh, we're about as low as a van, when a van goes past. Mint sauce is the best thing to have with lamb. It's the same as when I have beef. I love having horseradish. Now, horseradish is not for everyone because horseradish is like, but I love it. But too much of it and it will just take your breath away. Oh my, Whiteland, are you serious? Oh my god. Whiteland, have you ever had lamb, Whiteland? Do you know what though, Trucker J? I love seeing how much horseradish I can eat at a time. Just to see, like, just to make my eyes go, oh, that's a lot. It's a bit like chili, you just kind of put loads of chili on it, like, Whiteland, okay, so let's just see. We want mint sauce, right? Mint sauce and malted biscuits. Because obviously you've never had those. So I need to get some mint sauce over to you now, so you can enjoy your lamb properly. And then Whiteland, what I want you to do is in the middle of Christmas, go make a lamb barbecue. Go and barbecue some lamb outside when it's like -10 and there's snow everywhere. Fire up the barbie. Make yourself some lamb, and then use some of that mint sauce. And then afterwards, for dessert, you can have a nice Yorkshire tea and a malted biscuit. And that's your Christmas day sorted, Whiteland. You never like lamb? Lamb chops are the best. Look at the sky. The Unreal Engine skybox is so bad. Lamb should cook for hours. Yeah, but you can still finish it off on the barbecue. Get a lamb chop, Whiteland. Lamb chop, you just grill it. It's fantastic. Well, maybe, Chris, I still need to take a break, my man. You know, stretch my legs, go to the bathroom, have a few minutes. And I will need to eat food as well. just love how they've managed to make the rain on the cockpit window look so good in this game. Like, there are so many other things that suck, but the rain on the glass actually works very well. Even if the wipers do seem to go a bit high. Did you enjoy the extra hour in bed last night? I enjoyed the extra hour on Factorio, yeah. I'm not addicted. I can stop any time I like. Cranberry sauce with pork, horseradish with turkey. No, horseradish with beef. Wait, where are we going here? Is that the entrance? Or is that the entrance? Which is the entrance? The first... Those barriers keep going up. This is very confusing. It's up the wrong way, you reckon? Why didn't it let me in then? I'm gonna reverse him. Wait, where are we going here? It's to remove the floating box. I think it's this one. Oh my god, I can't click on them. Can't click on them. Presumably because I'm not in the correct bay. This game. It actually removed the box, so I didn't know where to park anymore. And then when I park in the wrong box, it's like, nope. Oh, now the box is back. Nice of you to make an appearance. When you reverse into the right space, then the box appears. Come on, we're all late because of you lot refusing to get on until I parked in the right bay. Don't blame me if you're late. Just a reminder, if you haven't already done to enable the autumn mod for Sunday Night Trucking, I actually downloaded it, I haven't enabled it yet.
Wohin fahren Sie noch mehr? Mahlzeit, Dankeschön. Grüezi, bin ich hier? Dankeschön. Moin, ich hoffe, ich bin hier recht. Ciao.
So the water on the floor looks pretty real. I don't really know why it's raining in here though, if I'm honest. Like, I feel like this bus shelter should actually be sheltering me from something. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Dave, I've got a 1080 Ti. How can I have RTX on? I don't have RTX. Time we're due to leave, 17:37. Not my fault you're a peasant. I'll remind you of that next time you're down and you want a kebab. Well, I'm sorry, Dave, I can't afford it, I'm a peasant. 17:31 stop.
Hallo.
We might as well go the wrong way completely. Can have a look around the bus station then. It's quite a big bus station actually, this. Blimey. Of course Asus make an RTX card. It's Nvidia that makes the card anyway. Yeah, this is much more convenient going this way. You don't even have to go through a barrier, it's awesome. Bly, welcome back. Have you ever gotten to the wrong bus before in real life? To be honest, apart from when I was a kid, I've not travelled on buses very much. I used to travel on buses a lot when I was a kid, but then after that, I just try and stay away from them now. I don't tend to go on buses. Are you going to stream Red Dead? You bet I am. Oh look, he's got the jet ski effect again. See, the rain in the water is really good, all the way up to the part where you get to the jet ski effect. And then it just completely sucks. In the States, you have those Greyhound buses, don't you? Look at the water. Did it ever occur to them that that's a little bit overdone? It's like there's somebody just at the back just splashing into a swimming pool like this. Yep, I literally can't stop that quick. I was full on with the brakes, but you know, no chance. If you're correct, we're heading to Lyon. We are, but we're going to go via Clermont-Ferrand first. We're going to come out of Limoux, go south, and go east. in a city, yeah. They're kind of like the Fernbus, aren't they? I'm not sure the game, like when the game sets the schedule for your bus, I'm not sure it takes into account traffic lights and traffic in general. In the same way that Eurotrip, when it gives you a journey, doesn't really take into account the fact that you're hauling 34 tons of extra long trailer. It just says, well, for a standard truck and box trailer, it should take you this long. Real accusers, I wouldn't buy this DLC right now. It's early access. It's got some, like, issues. It's crashed on me once. Apparently it crashes on you in Paris. And you quite, you know, infrequently you'll see trees and bushes in the road as well. So it's not finished yet. Yeah, the sat-nav shortcut. So one of us is going to win. Good choice. It suddenly went dark outside. Did you see that? It's like somebody just turned the light off somewhere. Custard, welcome back, sir. Now the rain's part of the game, as is the road. The map is the DLC. The map and the buses. Outer Worlds uses Unreal Engine as well. Yeah, I kind of wish SCS would do their bus game. TML sent you a game so you can unrecommend it, Giddy. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Look, the way I've always worked, Giddy, is when a studio or a publisher sends me a key, that's not a promise that I'll make a video of it, and that's not a promise that I'll make a stream of it, and that's not a promise that when I make something, I won't criticize it. Like, I criticize Eurotruck all the time. I'm sure they don't necessarily like it, but that's just the way it is. So, you know, when TML send you a key, I play it. I say what I see. Why would TML send you a key for an unfinished game? Looks bad to them. So what happened, Giddy, what happened was they accidentally published this French map to Steam. They accidentally published it. In fact, some people got it for free. I don't know how, but they did. And so having published it on Steam, they took the decision, instead of trying to just redact that, which is very difficult, Instead, they just said, you know what, we've published it accidentally, we're going to leave it out there and say that it's early access. So they're now, if you look, this DLC only, nothing else, but the DLC for France is early access. And so they then sent me a key and said, well, you might as well have a key because it's on Steam now. Reckon the guy who published it probably got fired. Yeah, I don't know. My guess is that they tried to publish maybe an update to the game or something else, and maybe the France DLC accidentally got put into that build. I don't really know. You can't accidentally publish to Steam, but I guess you could accidentally include something that you wasn't meant to. Tell you what, it soon went dark in this game. Blimey. Oh, every time I go in this lane, I'm going to hit the cop car probably. Military Vet Gamer, thank you for 3 months. I think maybe the game engine for the new flight sim could be used for making a one-to-one scale truck sim or bus sim. Without knowing the detail of the engine, it's hard to say. I mean, you know, what might work at 1,000 feet up in a plane might not necessarily work at ground level. And I'm sure from satellite images and things like that, where the biggest problems come is things like overlapping roads and bridges and that kind of thing. So you'd have to fix all that before you could drive on it. Yeah, desert bus. Like that game I played, was it The Long Drive or something? Dear me. D-Storm. That was grass growing in the road. Yep. If you're lucky and keep watching, you might see trees as well. Uh-oh, I need to take a break. Rip. Okay, there is actually a parking area coming up. Long Drive has plenty of potential. Yeah, because there's not much there. Ouch. It's a wait, what? Game of Penguins, are they charging £22 for the French map DLC? Oh my god. No, it's not worth that at all. How much did SCS charge for Vive la France? Wasn't it like £8 or something? What's the scale on this map anyway? Is it 1 to 10? How are the driver physics? Okay. Teppo, thank you for 45. Vive la France is 18 euros. Wow, I didn't realise it was quite that much. Well, considering this is in early access, it's not worth 22 now. I mean, that's the other thing. They released it accidentally, then said, oh, it's not finished, so it's early access, and then charged full price. How does that work? Like, one of the reasons to get early access is because it's a bit cheaper, because you accept it's got, you know, it's not polished yet. Red Devil, thank you for 22. I like how it actually tells you where to park. You will not park anywhere else. Look at the ambient lighting. People paid $60 for Fallout 76. Well, yeah, because it was a Bethesda game. Expectations were high. I see you trying to hide, trying to catch me out. None of that from you, Missy. Four passengers. So everybody's sat upstairs. Just seeing if you're awake. You want to know? What's the horn like?
Hallo und Herren.
Like that. The passengers complain if you run over curbs. I think they do, but I think I turned off the audio sound for that. No, all the stuff's still on. All the switches are still switched. I'll just start the engine again. Hey, Boeing. Glad you enjoyed it, sir. We're trying to work out why is it feels like the vehicles are floating, and I think it's because the game doesn't draw good shadows underneath the vehicles. Traffic just keeps speeding up and slowing down. It's really annoying. How do you do the radio voice? Audio effects, Boeing? Just bring in a sample and you can play around with it in Audition. It should give you an ETA on when you're going to get there, because otherwise you're not really sure what speed you should be going. Yeah, Rusty, I think US goes back next weekend. It's quite funny. Like, in October, people arrive here 1 hour early, and they're all confused. Like, at 1 o'clock, people were turning up. Is there no stream today? Because I'm live an hour later. And now, like, you're turning up going, wait, is it not Sunday Night Truck? Whereas the worst thing is in spring, people turn up late. They come in like, whoa, why have I missed all the truck config? Marquisa, thank you for gifting a sub to Himper. Welcome, Himper. Or welcome back, I should say. Can we go? Okay, that's weird. Last time I tried that, the barrier slammed in my face. Your stream starts 8 AM your time, you're still sleeping. Car in front paid forward, unlikely. Oh god. They're like the opposite of Euro truck at roundabouts. They just pull out in front of you. Constantly. It's almost guaranteed they'll just join the roundabout and not give way. Works in Russia, Alan. What do you think of the scenery in this French DLC? imagine when people from Russia come over here and drive. They must be so confused when they get to roundabouts. They spent all their life assuming they can just enter the roundabout, and they come here and it's completely opposite. You tried to tell your cat this morning they had an extra hour in bed. Yeah, right. Good luck with that. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. That bend came out of nowhere. And it's still a 100k limit. Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? Wait, what? Captain Flint, are you saying that that's not the case? Why are they in Eurotrip then? No, Fernbus is made by TML Studios. I love the instant brake in the AI. The AI just stops, like, on a dime. But because SCS found this one roundabout and thought it'd be interesting to add it to ETS. Why would a roundabout like that even exist? Whoa, dude! He literally drove into my lane! That's unbelievable. And now I'm in a left turn only lane. Shouldn't have been the bus lane. I should be, but I didn't know they had one. Oh, we'll go anyway. Since we're not actually turning left technically. Wait, what? The route wants me to turn around here? Okay. Whoa. Lights on the roundabout. Epping Ongar Railway encouragement to visit Lana. They're very close and always see the heritage bus that takes you from Epping to the heritage railway. Yeah, if you buy one ticket, LNK, you can go on the bus and the train, I believe. Satellite, like 30 meters away, if that. They've definitely got work on speed limits to do. Like, around that roundabout, the speed limit was 100k. And then as we left the roundabout, it dropped to 50. So you're supposed to go around the roundabout on 2 wheels. Does it make the roundabout safer? No, lights on a roundabout are not there for safety. Lights on a roundabout are specifically there to allow traffic to basically enter, where otherwise it couldn't, because you have to look at how the roundabout functions at different times of day, and quite often, and this is the case down at the Army and Navy roundabout in Chelmsford, quite often a roundabout, there'll be a certain route through it where the traffic in the morning is all going one way, or primarily going one way, and on an evening it's primarily going the other way because they're trying to get to and from work. And so what tends to happen is the roundabout gets swamped and it gridlocks, so they put lights on it to basically stop the gridlock, to hold traffic halfway around and let other traffic like move around the roundabout. That's why they do it. It works well as long as the roundabout isn't too small. And at the Army and Navy, the roundabout's a bit too small for it. So it can lead to other problems, where the traffic's stopped and then it kind of tails back and stops people getting on at other junctions. But they're not uncommon. Like, if you look at where the A12 meets the M25, the A12 being the road that goes from Chelmsford to the M25, look at that roundabout and you'll see 2 sets of traffic lights, each halfway around it. And it basically controls the flow. Where is it? 24 of 17. You what, mate? That's confusing. The lighting on that face is very scary. Oh, is she done one as well? Okay. Why can't I click these? There's something weird going on here. I can't click on any passengers. There's a number has appeared on here which doesn't normally appear. Checked. What the heck was that about? Never seen that before.
Hallo, Sie wollen bestimmt mein Ticket sehen. Auf geht's.
That was a bit odd.
Vielen Dank.
Hallo, fahren Sie in meine Richtung?
Mahlzeit. Hier, danke schön. Tag, kann ich bei Ihnen ein Ticket kaufen? Ciao.
Grüezi, ich benötige noch ein Ticket für die Fahrt.
Yeah, but why did we have too many on the bus? All the people are supposed to get off.
Danke. Moin, das Ticket. Ciao.
Grüezi. Hier, mein Danke sehr.
Moin, fahren Sie in meine Richtung? Auf geht's.
Okay, I think that's everyone. 1955 leave. Supposed to take a break at 21:46.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus.
You gotta love it. Right, I don't know if we're going to finish this before Sunday Night Trucking, but we're going to try. Which reminds me, I should have a cheeky save. Oh look, Puppies is playing Rocket League. Stalker. Connor, Brangles, get your notebook ready. I want to meet those NPCs. They sound like fun characters. I don't know if Pringles is, he's not been well. He's been full of a cold. Oh boy, we should be in that lane. Have you tried picking up War Thunder again and perhaps play simulator battles? I have not. Why have you played it like that, Wicked Mouse? Never mind, Connor. You'd have to try harder, mate. Am I supposed to be in the bus lane here? I assume so. Theron, how you doing? You try playing it yourself, but you don't have the tools to play it effectively. You watch other people play it with joystick and track IR. Don't most people play War Thunder in arcade mode, though? Because I remember when I tried to play it in simulation mode, you could hardly find people to play. Because nobody wanted it. They wanted to play arcadey. And then the ones that do want to play in simulation are probably in a clan and will probably just like kick your butt. Why don't they put traffic lights over there? Where you can actually see them. Eating what's it's wondering why people pay 70 pence for a packet when a 6-pack costs £1. That's like saying, why do people spend £1.20 on a very small bottle of Diet Coke when they can buy 4 2-litre bottles of it for like £4? Come on, Jeff. I swear it does it on purpose. It basically puts the barrier down and makes you wait until it can line another car up with you that will then crash into you. It's just hilarious. Why not just stagger it? Wait, what's that lighting over there? What's that crazy UFO lighting? I have no idea. That is not the moon. Oh boy. Who closed my lane? Baby son from Teletubbies. Oh my god, Teletubbies. If that's the moon causing that lighting effect, that's just so broken. I know you're generally not into military sims, but I thought you would have some years absence, you might want to give it a try again. I may do Wicked Mouse. I may try the arcadey one first. Oh look, Lol Sock is playing Rocket League as well as puppies. What do you think about that, Dre? You don't mind? Got work to do, fair enough. Oh, and now Senatum's playing Dre. Despite the fact that Senatum was playing Skyrim. Wait, are we heading into like snowy mountains? See, Senatum's not used to being stalked, Dre, because I only added him yesterday on Steam, so now he's getting stalked and doesn't realise it. Feeling a bit left out, Hibbs? It's outrageous, mate. Wait, what? Did you see what just happened? There was a guy in the left lane. He suddenly hit the brakes and then turned into my lane and crashed into me. Yes, Thomas, the stream this week will be on Thursday instead of Friday so we can do Halloween. And I think there's going to be a bake-off as part of that. The following week, I think that's Red Dead Redemption week, if I remember. Yeah, not bad, Chris Law. Doing okay. Oh boy, this hill's getting very steep. Look at the tailgating. Oh look, it was the moon. It was the 400 pixel moon that was causing the sun shift. I don't know, Connor. I need to look at my schedule that week and see if I can... I really want to just start playing Red Dead and then just hit it hard, you know? So I'll have to see what I can do. Because I've been waiting for Red Dead for a long time. A long time. You're waiting for the Steam release. You have to avoid my channel. Lol. Why are you waiting for the Steam release anyway? If you pre-order it on Rockstar, you get 2 free games. And if you go via Games Planet, you get 5% off. What's the benefit of waiting for Steam? Taking a break. It's a good call, actually. 21:46. Let's see if we can figure out. Oh yeah, that's great. So the game says, yeah, you need to take a break between Clermont-Ferrand and Lyon. You need to take a break, but we're not going to put any parking spaces or fuel stations on the way. So have fun with that. So I guess we'll just stop in the side of the road and do it, right? No, it's not early access, Troy. Well, I suppose you could say the map is, so technically. Hey, Dragon Hero, it was, you know, I took the racing line, you know. There's a shoulder. Yeah, in this country we're taught that the hard shoulder's for emergencies only. Oh my god. What the actual... That's amazing. And I can't move because this guy is literally blocking the tunnel somehow. And I can't reverse because there's a car jammed up behind me and he can't move because I don't know why. I can't go forward because he's reversing into me. I can't go backwards because the car's jammed behind me. I don't even know what he's doing. Maybe the tunnel is broken, I don't know. Oh, hang on. He's decided going forward is actually a good idea after all. Getting shoved out of the way. The force feedback's going nuts. That car is strong. That car is so strong. Yeah, I can't move now. Alright, let's do the backspace trick and see if that works. I think now we see where the problem is. I'm glad I wasn't driving down the right lane. Because apparently if you're in the right lane, there's an invisible wall. And that completely wrecks you. That's genius. Squeaky wiper hype. Early access. I love the fact that early access now is like a Joker card that you can play, isn't it? You know, you can release whenever you like, and when people complain about the quality of it, it's early access. Diplomatic immunity. Early access. Back to the jet skis. I like how we went into that tunnel, it was perfectly dry, we came out and it was chucking it down. Early access, am I a joke to you, lol? You've got diplomatic immunity, mate. I've got 55k's. I reckon we can get there in time. Despite all the hazards on the way, I think we can make it. Buccaneer Dan, thank you for 20 months. Is the game missing depth? Not in the water, on the ground. It's to tears from everyone in the right lane. That would make sense. Yeah, Beaker, I can't do a South African accent. Just can't do it. No. I literally can't do it, Chris. It doesn't even sound South African, even I know that. Dutch is the same thing. What, you mean speaking Dutch, or...? You found out you can buy... Whoa, my god. I'm literally reading chat. You can find out you can buy Marmite peanut butter. Yeah, you can keep it. So much carnage. I was reading a highlighted message, okay? He'd spent 1,500 peanuts to post that message, so I had to read it. And then a bend appeared out of nowhere. So you can blame that on wobbly. You can we talk about the new tractor video that's awesome and well produced. Thank you, Fig. I'm not blaming you, Dre. I'm blaming Wobbly specifically. A tactical distraction, that's exactly what it was. I'll try not to, Nendes. So this town looks quite nice in the rain. Like a nice light rain. Looks good. This is why chatting and driving is unsafe, says the guy chatting to get me distracted. Wasn't it 1,000 peanuts at the start of the stream? No. Wobbly? No. It certainly was not. Oh, maybe it still is 1,000. Maybe I'm lying. Thanks. Mr. Squirrel's early coma. Huh? By 3 minutes. I'm nearly at the bus station. See, it's still 1,000. There's no inflation. I can make it 1,500 if you want. Can't believe how cheap it is, Supernova. Well, compared to trains probably, but then it takes... Like, if you take a train down to Cornwall from London, it takes a couple of hours. If you get a coach down there, it takes 9. Because it doesn't just go there. It goes down to, like, Southampton, pops in and out of various places, you know. It's basically sat on a coach for the entire day. So it might be cheaper, but it's definitely not quicker. Yep, British summertime ended last night. Dark BC. Your oven clock is now correct again. You lazy chippy. You've spent half of a year not adjusting your cooker clock. That's outrageous. I've heard of people doing that in the car as well. Because they do it in a car because they can't work out how to change the clock in the car. So they just leave it. You've tried, but you need a degree. No way. I bet I could figure it out in like 60 seconds. All the controls, they always work the same way. Usually, like, you press it or you hold it and it'll do it. It'll change it into mode. You just gotta think like a programmer. Just think to yourself, what would a programmer do if he wanted to let somebody adjust the time but there was only like 1 or 2 buttons? What would he do? What would you do? Thank you, Supernova. That's a no entry. Why is it telling me to go in a no entry? Wait, what? Wait. This thing is trolling me hardcore. Made it to Lyon. Achievements unlocked. Interesting. So many passengers safely transported to Lyon. We didn't take a break either because there was nowhere to take a break. Let's have a look. 34 passengers. Checked in, sold invalid tickets, none. Contact with Central. What? I don't believe I did anything wrong though. Resting quality. That's a lot of points to lose, considering I had nowhere to rest. Traffic rules. 5 properties damaged, 7 accidents. 3 steering misbehaviors. Safety distance broken 23 times. I mean, you get... Every time somebody pulls in front of you or brake tests you, you get a safety distance broken. It's hilarious. Anyway. We drove from Toulouse today, didn't we? We drove all the way down there, around there, around there, around there. That's pretty good. But I need to take a break, eat some grub, and we'll be back with Sunday Night Trucking. And this evening, we shall be... One second. We turn that off for a second. Put myself back down there. So yeah, we'll take a little intermission. I'll be back in about 12 minutes' time. This evening on Sunday Night Trucking, we're going to try the Ford F-Max truck, a pre-release version of it. It comes out on Tuesday, but the authors allowed me to preview it, so we'll be drawing that today. So I shall be back shortly with some Sunday Night Trucking. So go and get your snacks and your drinks, and I shall see you very shortly.